I'll take that back. Now you get in the bed and go to bed. I fed you when you not here. Every day when you go to work. You like I did something to you. I did nothing to you.
I asked you what that smell was yesterday. You said my breath, right?
Dang, what the? That's a joke. You saw the incense sitting right there?
No.
I just walked with some spray on the floor. What the fuck is spray?
Stop,
I'm not doing anything. I did nothing to you. I take care of your kids.
But don't take care of them. Yeah, that's nasty.
I did nothing wrong right here. Nothing but help you.
Like you haven't been, like I haven't been helping you.
What beer?
If anything, you've been making us late on rent.
Cause this your fault.
This your fault. This your fault.
My mama.
I had my hair for the rent.
Man, hell. Damn my hair.
Why you didn't have your hair?
Why'd you record? Oh, wow. Great.
Wow. So she got this man so mad that he's spitting. The kids are being disrespectful. The son is in the front spraying him with a water bottle. The little girl is chiming in, saying what she got to say and following him around with tissue. And then the girlfriend, she's recording this whole interaction. I don't know why everybody feels the need to record these type of interactions to embarrass people, to put it on TikTok. But hey, it makes for good content for us. But yeah, I just feel sorry for this guy that he's in the position to where she's kicking him out and recording his reaction on camera. He's basically trying to plead his case that he helps her with her children. He bathes them when she's at work, and basically he's put himself in a position where he's moved into her space, and now she feels like she has the power to kick him out, which is sad. That's why you should have your own stuff before you get into a relationship, especially if you get into a relationship with somebody who has kids, because you never know. You really never know what a person is really about until you live with them and you really start to see their true colors and whatnot. So
I knew that it was over when I was in Mexico because he told me not to fucking talk to him. He told me not to talk to him while I was on the trip with him. And I'm like, wow, like I'm really on this vacation with my husband in Mexico, the most beautiful place ever, and I can't talk to my husband. That means that there's no intimacy going on. That means ain't no touching, no hugging, no anything. This man put a pillow in between us. And at that point, I knew I deserved better. I knew that I gave him so many chances, more chances than what he needed, more chances that I had given anyone else. I knew that I had let him slide, even though the first week when we were talking, I should have cut him loose, but I kept him. And so I knew at that moment it was partially my fault that I was in this miserable relationship. And when I say miserable, I mean a relationship that doesn't include intimacy and love, which is very important in a relationship. Just to have that affection and that close intimacy with a person. So when we was in Mexico, he told me not to touch him. I'm like, okay, cool. This man treated me like shit for 5 fucking days. He treated me like fucking shit. When I tell you he treated me like I wasn't worth anything, he treated me like shit, okay? Like I was going to the bars, drinking by myself. He treated me like shit. And so I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So on the 6th night of the vacation, I was on my way back to the hotel room by myself in Mexico. On my way back to the hotel room, and long and behold, there was this fine, beautiful black man. There was this fine and beautiful black man. I swear, I thought like God himself had sent me this guy. I'm like, oh my God, he's tall, fine, beautiful, beautiful teeth, smell good. Like I was like sitting in the back of him, I can just smell like the cologne, like just coming my way. Nice watch, nice shoes. I was like, you know what? I think this is a sign. There's gotta be a sign, you know? This man was tall. He was about, you know what I mean, like 4 of my husbands put together. I'm like, there's gotta be a sign, because God told me he was gonna double it. But anyways, so I started talking to this guy, and he had some nice conversation in the first, couple of minutes. As I'm smelling his cologne, it was some very good conversation. And so at that moment, I decided, you know what? Fuck this. You are overdue on fucking intimacy, love, and everything else. Fuck it. Because at this point, I was done with my husband. Didn't care what the fuck people thought about me. Didn't give 0 fucks whatsoever. And so, you know what? I hung out with this tall, beautiful black man, and I had the best time of my life. And I swear, like, when I was with him, I felt like I freed myself. I felt like I was trapped somewhere. And I know that, mentally you're trapped, but sometimes some good sex can bring you out of that shit and fucking wake you the fuck up. Like, wake the fuck up. And that was a moment where I woke the fuck up, and I knew that I deserve love, I deserve affection, I deserve good intellectual conversation, I deserve a man that fucking smells good, no salt taste. I deserve it the fuck all.
I just can't help get the feeling when I watch this video that we're not getting the full story. She's talking about there at the end, she calls her husband narcissistic. She says that she was with him. She knew a long time ago that she should have left him, but she didn't really make up her mind to leave him until they went on vacation in Mexico. Now, for a man to get to a point where he's telling you, don't touch me, he's putting a pillow between you when you're in one of the most romantic places on earth. You're basically on a vacation paradise, and he's telling you that he doesn't want to have nothing to do with you sexually. He's just there for the trip. You do your thing, he's gonna do his thing. Don't talk to him, don't breathe near him. He doesn't want to do any activities with you. There's something deeper going on here, and she's not really talking about how it really came to get that bad. I don't advocate for people taking mental abuse in relationships, because from her side of the story, it does sound like she was being somehow emotionally abused. However, I don't know what led to that brokenness in their relationship, so I can't really speak to that. What I can speak to is at the end of the video, she said that she ran into, while she's getting treated like dirt on her trip, she ran into a beautiful black man, and that she took as a sign to just finally say, F it, I'm gonna leave my husband, I'm gonna have a one-night stand with this stranger in Mexico, and then I'm gonna leave my marriage behind. Now, yes, we all deserve love, we all deserve intellectual conversation, we all deserve to be nurtured in our relationships, respected, seen. But I don't think that you should seek that out before you fully left your current marriage, your current relationship. Once you have communicated that this is over between us, I've gone to file the paperwork and we're done with this relationship, then you can now move on and sleep with whoever you please. But as long as you're in a marriage, as long as you're under the umbrella of still being married legally, I don't think it's acceptable for you to just say, oh, he was treating me bad, that gave me the out to go sleep with somebody. Because now 2 wrongs don't make a right. Now you've done something in response to what he's done, and that's not how marriages work. Either you're in or you're out. If your husband has checked out of the marriage, okay, that's him. If you've gotten to a point where you no longer want to make it work, then you need to communicate that first. I don't know if there was marriage counseling involved. I'm not sure what the story is with how much effort they were both putting in on the marriage. Like I said, we could only see her side of the story. From her demeanor, I would say that she seems like a pretty chill person, for her to have been treated that way in a marriage and for her to just still be going out and trying to have a good time while she's in Mexico shows me that she's not really a confrontational type of person. So maybe she didn't want to approach him at that moment and say, listen, I can't do this anymore. She decided to sleep with somebody first. But the problem that I see here, she's trying to peddle this message that what he did justified her cheating on him in the relationship. Now, she didn't mention that he had ever cheated on her, so now she looks like somebody who's a cheater. That's just my opinion. Obviously, since then, she's gotten a divorce. I don't know if she ever told her husband that she cheated on him, but coming to social media to say that, I personally just don't think that that's cute. Let me know what you guys think about it, of course, but that's really my takeaway from that video, is two wrongs don't make a right. She was still legally and technically married at the time that she committed adultery. And like I said, she didn't mention that her husband ever cheated on her, just that he was being mean to her and treating her like dirt. I feel like a lot of modern women, they feel the need to get back, like in their relationships. If a man hurts you, then you want to hurt them back. If a man does something to you, then you feel justified in getting back at them. And that's what the culture really allows for, that type of behavior. It advocates for women to do the same thing that men do. And that's where women get it wrong. Just because somebody hurts you or they're doing wrong by you, it doesn't give you the pass for you to do it to them. Because at the end of the day, in your femininity, you have power in just being still or responding differently. You have the option to respond differently and have a different outcome. Another thing that I didn't really agree with was her calling the man a narcissist at the end of the video. I don't know if he got a proper diagnosis by a professional with a degree in order for her to call him a narcissist. The word narcissist is just thrown around so much. Anytime you have a bad relationship, the woman is saying the man was a narcissist. He was a narcissist, that's why I broke up with him. And that pushes this idea that you can just label anybody anything, and that's just what it is. It's a way to dismiss somebody, to dismiss the way that they feel about things, their side of the story. It just says, oh yeah, he was a narcissist, he couldn't get over himself, he was just a jerk. But that narcissist that you claim he is, he also has his side of the story. I guarantee you he's gonna tell you something about how the relationship went wrong and where he thinks it went wrong. So women need to get out of that labeling bad exes as narcissists, because it puts the wrong idea out there that you can just excuse your role in what went wrong and put it all on the man. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon.